Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today what I have for you guys is actually a look at the reissue turtle figures. But these figures are from the, I believe it was 2002 or 2003. The animated series kicked back up with a new artistic style, which as you can see in the figures, they are the turtle figures designed differently, and I kind of like this style for these figures. Well, for these styles of the turtles, I do like these. um I kind of grew up, in the 90s, so I did see more of the animated, like the vintage style, but also grew up watching these as well. So, it's really cool, and I do have, what do you call it, fond memory just going to pick these up actually in Target when the game came out and stuff like that. So, picking these guys back up really was cool, and actually being a store pickup and going to the store and picking them up again, like I said, it's just something, like I did it when I was a kid, but I was like, I can't remember how old I was, but I did remember picking these figures up, and to be doing the same thing years later, it's kind of cool, man. It's something, it's a nice experience. But as you guys can see, beautiful packaging. Obviously, I believe this is what sell these figures, the packaging. And as you can see, all the accessories as well. Like, without a doubt, it is, to me, a must have. It is a pickup. Now, I don't know if everybody feels that way, but I'm actually glad that Playmates did do a reissue on this versions of the turtles, and I do hope to see what do you call it, I do hope to see a second wave with Shredder, Splinter, and all the other extra characters that did come with these animated series. They did come in this line with the animated series that features other villains like Hun, Shredder, and stuff like that. So I hope they as well release those figures. But without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. Alright guys, let's get started with the unboxing. For the unboxing, as you can see, I brought out Raph and Donnie. These are the originals. So what I'm planning on doing right now, since I really don't see any difference in reality, is just maybe a lighter color shade on the newer ones. But even with Donnie, I think the color's spot on. So I'm just gonna start the unboxing off with the ones that I don't have, which is Mikey and Leo. So let's start off with Michelangelo. Alright guys, beautiful box, man. Beautiful box. But you know what? These guys are meant to be open and not kept in box. So I'm gonna have to do it, guys. I'm gonna have to get this figure out the box. So let's go ahead and get them out the box, the only way I know how, and paying respect to the cover, the box artwork and all that. So that was fairly easy. I'm not even gonna lie with you guys, that was fairly freaking easy, and it didn't even damage the box. So I'm glad, I do have the option of keeping the box. I don't know yet, I don't know yet. And a beautiful, smooth freaking unboxing. I love it. I love it. Alright guys, let's take a look at accessories first. All these figures do bring ninja stars. Awesome. Or, I don't know if you want to call this a ninja star. Let me know the proper name. If you guys know if there is a proper name to this, let me know. But he does bring this. This is what they call, let me take a look at the back of the box. What do they call this? They call it get a grip on Mikey's climbing box to get out fast. So this is just Mikey's climbing box. There's no specific name to it. So basically, these things, I'm not gonna untie this, but because so basically he holds on to this. You can kind of have this hanging on wherever you want, and he's kind of like ripping onto this, I believe. Let me see how this works in the back. Okay, so this goes like this. He holds on to this part right here, as you can see back there. He holds on to this. You hook this on, and I don't know, I guess the string. Okay, so yeah, I don't know, you guys can figure that out. But it is cool. I do like it. And that's a fun fact. With these figures, though they lack in articulation a little bit, they did bring fun accessories. They always have a play feature. But right to this, man, this guy's looking awesome. Alright, let me give you guys a better look. He is freaking looking awesome. The back is the same as the classic, so they kept the same kind of shell and texture. The front as well, like, there's really no differences to these guys. I love it, man. Look at that. The color is freaking... First time I see Playmates actually, with the reissues, keep the color scheme kind of the same. Clearly, like, I think, and accessories-wise, some of these figures, like Donnie, for instance, brought 2 bow staffs on the original. So accessories, they did switch it up with what comes in the packaging, but I don't really care about that. When it comes to having almost the identical figure again, it's okay, They can lack on a little bit of accessories. But wow, this guy is amazing. A 10 out of 10, and he looks really good next to the original. Look at that. They kept everything. I mean, this is not Mikey, but you guys know what I mean. Like, you can put the vintage the vintage here next to the reissue, and it looks great, man. Mikey's always one of my favorite characters too. I mean, they're all my favorites. I don't have a specific one, but let me zoom out a little bit for you guys. Alright, I don't know if that was too close. I just wanted to give you guys a good look at this figure. Hands down, I like the grin. My boy grinning, he's smiling, bro. That's how I was when I found these. Man, hype. Really, really hype. So, I like them, man. I'm glad I got them. Really am. Don't pass on these. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, don't pass on these. And like I said, I never complete the wave. So, actually, excuse me, actually glad I did complete the wave this time around. Let's move on to Leo. Alright, guys, moving on to Leo. Definitely a lot of people's favorite. We're going to get him out the box, and these boxes open pretty smooth, guys. So if you guys want to keep the box, which I might keep them, because I gotta say I love the artwork. So if you guys want to keep the box, you shouldn't have a problem taking them out. And I love that. All right, he came tied up. There you go. His arms are tied up. There you go. His arms were tied up. Mikey's wasn't. Other than that, he's freaking solid. Really solid. Alright, guys, let's take a look at accessories. Alright, guys, getting into the accessories. As I mentioned earlier, all the figures bring, and as you can see in the back of the box, well, you can't see it, but I'm reading it as I'm doing the video right now. And these are basically called Ninja Stars. No specific name to it. So as I said earlier, all figures bring the Ninja Stars and then the suction cups. Now this is freaking classic and awesome Playmates. These suction cups are like the suction cups from back in the day. The Toy Biz used to do this with Spider-Man figures and upon other figures, but Spider-Man was the main one. But believe it or not, other Marvel figures brought things like this back in the day. And I think this is cool, so you can have a spider turtle kind of going on here. I think it really is cool. And if you see in the back of the box, that looks pretty cool. Leo kind of climbing and doing his ninja stuff. So I do like that. But let's not focus so much on the accessories, and let's take a look at Leo. I wasn't gonna try to make this a bit not big but long video, but it looks like it's gonna turn out to be a pretty long video, so bear with me, guys. Checking out Leo, he looks freaking awesome. He looks really good, and I gotta say he looks a little bit cooler than Mikey. And I gotta say it's because, see the biceps, the details on the bicep, like the muscle tone looks way better than what it does on Mikey back there. Hence, I think it's due to the color, but like I've noticed on reissues, we had to get a shinier tone on figures that were less shiny back in the days, or if they were shiny, we're getting a more of a matte finish. That's what I have been seeing from my vintage and reissue figures so far when it comes to Playmates. So this figure right here definitely looks better than Mikey. Mikey has more of a finish, shiny finish as well, and then Leo kind of has a matte finish, or maybe it's just the color again, but Leo's looking way better than Mikey. That's my review on Mikey and Leo. But you know what, guys, I made up my mind, and I am gonna open up Raphael. So let's go ahead and get into Raphael. Alright, guys, getting into Raphael and the other Raph right next to him, the vintage and the reissue side by side. Packaging, as always, I said, looks great. I'm kind of gonna do this pretty fast for you guys, so I am gonna skip to getting him right out the box. So bear with me, there's nothing special about these boxes. They're all the same. I mean, they are awesome. They are awesome. I'm just saying they're all the same. Nothing unique for character wise, only the little face right here in the name. Other than that, nothing really different. So let me get him out the box for you guys. Okay, getting Raph out the box. We do see the handlebars that he does bring. Now these are called, let me see if there's a specific name for this right here. The pulley line. So this is the pulley line rider to fly over the evil foot soldiers. Unfortunately, it does not bring a string like Mikey did. Now, I can't remember. I think the one back in the day did. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know. Or you can maybe use the string that Mikey's accessory brings. I'm not sure if it brought one back in the day. I think it did, though, which was something I was looking at to see if it was another defect going on or what. And then, of course, the Ninja Stars. I'm not going to keep showing these. But Raphael, look at that. That's not good, guys. Mine has a little scuff right here, but it is what it is. As you can see, toys are not perfect. But comparing him next to the original, like I said, the color schemes are almost identical, guys. Almost identical. And I gotta say, excuse me, sorry guys. I gotta say this one is looking better. The new one is looking much cleaner, much better, much more shinier. And I like that we didn't get that ugly green that we get sometimes with Raphael. So he's looking good, man. And here's a little comparison if you guys want to see. The shells are kind of identical. They're the same. Like, I'm really happy that they were able to do something so similar. Like, usually their reissues are kind of different in some ways, but this line, they kind of nailed it really good. So I'm really happy with that. And I remember telling you guys that when I reviewed my vintage one, that if I was able to get them all, I will. And I'm loving it. I will say up here, the chest feels tighter. This the shell, the chest thing right here feels tougher. Over here is more like you can push it in more. Now, I don't know if that's because of the years or what, you know what I mean? So now that is the collection, the whole wave right here. All right, guys, there you have it. That is my full review unboxing on all these figures. They look amazing. They look awesome. Definitely buy them. And as you guys can see, I'm going to go ahead and leave Donatello back there pretty much sealed. I don't know if I'm gonna ever box this figure or just keep it as is. Right now I just feel that is something cool to have, regardless of it's worth anything or not. I think it's something cool to keep in box, being that it came that way. Missing is accessory, and you know it's pretty unique to have that the figure like that, you know what I mean? Though it does suck, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying it's a cool thing, but at the same time, I can see it as something kind of unique, and it kind of makes, for me personally, it kind of makes my collection stand out a little bit more, owning a piece of Playmates mistakes. So I'm just gonna leave it in box for what it is. There's not much difference, as you can see. I already compare vintage and reissue RAF, and obviously I feel like the new ones are a little bit of an upgrade, but it is what it is. I'm gonna just keep my collection like this. If I ever though do decide unboxing Donatello, you know, I'll do it on the channel and I'll show you guys. But for right now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the unboxing of the full wave. I'm sorry it did take a little bit longer than what I thought it would be. It ended up being a longer video, but I really do hope you find it helpful. And let me know, guys, any questions you guys have, let me know in the comments down below. And thank you guys for watching. If you stood through the whole video, I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.